FastTrack Driver's Ed is a nonprofit that my buddy Raj and I created earlier in the year. And our mission, our vision is to get underprivileged students their driver's licenses in a quick 6 weeks course, all for free, all from donations from around the community. Well, I'd always known that there were a lot of guys that were on the basketball team with me and Raj specifically that always drove to school but didn't have licenses. One of our close friends on the team was actually pulled over and arrested for lying about his name to an officer because he didn't have his license. And after that, me and Raj sat down, did some brainstorming, some research, and then we found out that with a pretty well-funded structure, anybody can get their license. We were noticing pretty quickly that they didn't have any of those advantages that we had. So that's what FastTrack is. FastTrack serves as that structure to organize everything and provide the funds needed to get you your driver's license. After we did a little more research, we saw that the best way to go about and make the program was actually just make a nonprofit, because then we could accept donations from people. So we wanted all donations to be fully tax refundable. So we applied for our 501c3, and then as soon as we got that in, we were ready to fundraise. So Anthony was one of our first 6 students that we took to the FastTrack process. We just gathered up all the stuff, took him to get his permit. He got his permit first time, came back, and then as soon as he finished his driver's ed, his online A-School course, he was ready to take his test. And then so COVID has kind of slowed that down a little bit. At the DPS, there's a lot of really specific requirements. So we, me and Raj go to Anthony's house one day, and we pick him up, and we go to, what's that place called? I can't remember, but it's this big old parking lot outside of the Boys and Girls Club. And we're just taking Anthony in Raj's car, and he's just going in and out of spots. And he's like, I could drive. We're like, we know, but we need you to drive in this super weird way that the DPS makes you drive. He's ready for his test. It's actually this week. I don't know when this video is going to come out or when you guys are seeing this, but by then he should have his license. I would say a year ago, almost to date, is probably when Jesus entered my life to a much larger extent. I mean, I probably believed in God before, but I didn't really start applying that to my life. I first met my Young Life leaders at lunch one day. They were just hanging out, and everybody was kind of doing their own thing. Like this group of kids was kind of hanging out, kind of suspicious of these guys. But yeah, after I started talking to them a little bit, they were just the most friendly people I've ever met. And yeah, so I just became super close, and then started coming to club. And just seeing the way that they moved around in their everyday lives and how every single moment basically had the same response, just filled with gratitude and just love and full compassion for other people. And I mean, if my own leaders were presented with an opportunity like FastTrack, they would definitely, go pursue that. So yeah, Young Life had a huge impact on me, going after this and pursuing FastTrack, and pretty much every day of my life it impacts me. I mean, I just think about, obviously what would Jesus do, but that's a bit high for me right now. So I kind of just think about what would Tommy do, what would Tanner do, a little bit lower, but hopefully I can do my best to try to do at least half of what they would do.